the fast 5 things you need to know. We'll start your day off swirly, it's the toast. I sound amazing.
Welcome back to The Toast. L'shana tova umetsuka. Hope everybody had a delicious and sweet new year. The Toast is back and sweeter than ever.
Sweeter than ever, you guys. These are the 10 days in between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur where we are judged for the rest of the year. So like if Claudia and I seem extra sweet, less shit talky, we're on our best behavior. So it never really works. It never works. We do this every year because of course, like these are the 10 days where like you want to be on your best behavior. These are
like 2 marquee holidays in the Jewish Jewish calendar. Like the first is Rosh Hashanah, which is our Happy New Year, and then 10 days later is it's called the Day of Atonement. You're fast and you just like apologize for all your sins. And so in the 10 days between them, like you got to be on your best behavior. It's when like you're written into the book of life.
Or not.
Right, or other.
So like we have to be nice, like our lives depend on it.
And the thing is I can't because let me tell you something.
Everyone's a dumb bitch.
Obviously it's hard. Everyone's ugly and stupid. But over the holiday, I went to synagogue and like, you're aware of your own self in synagogue, but like there's really not much to do in synagogue besides like chat. And I literally kept veering into Lashon Hara. Lashon Hara is like gossip, but like negative gossip, which is like a huge sin and you're really not supposed to do it. And I kept like leaning over and being like, oh my God. And I literally had to stop myself. I couldn't even stop myself in synagogue. Like,
so how are you going to stop yourself when you're literally being paid to do it, when it's your job?
Correct. And like thus brings on the annual conversation about how gossip is really not a bad thing. It's how people stay informed.
This is how we like justify ourselves.
It's an exchange of information. Everybody knows that.
But I am trying to be positive in these 10 days, think positive thoughts. We went to synagogue this weekend too, and going to shul with like toddlers is so different. I literally didn't even sit in the sanctuary. We were like out in the playground the whole time. They're having a ball. And
that's so cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. And I was just like, got to chill out.
Well, something crazy, I didn't even tell you this, happened at my shul.
Oh.
Somebody's water broke.
Oh my God. I can see it because when we came in, because all the kids came in for the shofar, we all stood and heard the shofar because the Torah was out, and it was a lot of standing for a pregnant lady.
Oh my God, I was dying and like my feet were killing me. It was so much standing. And actually the men and women are seated separately, so I wasn't with Ben. And a lot of the action happens on the men's side. Like they take out the Torah, they like lead. And so I look over at one point and what do I see? My husband holding the Torah. I was so proud. I'm like, yeah, get in there, Ben. Hold that Torah up.
Oh my goodness, what an honor.
A leader in his community, some would say.
That's so beautiful.
So it was also UN week, General Assembly. So if you live in Manhattan, like for a week of the year, like all the UN delegates come to the UN. They stay in the city. They meet in the city. They cause so much traffic. So this poor girl whose water broke, she could not get an Uber to take her to the hospital, that they called an ambulance, a Hatzalah, and it was parked outside the shul. I'm pretty sure she gave birth in the ambulance.
Oh my God, that is a nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
That's a nightmare. UN week is just, it's the reason why I moved. When people ask, like, why'd you leave New York? It's UN week. I live 51 weeks for one.
For 2, yeah. Speaking of nightmare, I'm actually actively living through a nightmare scenario.
Okay.
I have to read you guys this email I got 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
The nonchalant nature of this email.
Files.
Hello.
Hi.
We are writing to let you know that the building's central air conditioning at blank, 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 your office building, will be out of service for the remainder of the year. We understand this is inconvenient. Sorry for the disruption. Wait.
SRY.
Wait. To help in the interim, we can provide portable fans at no cost.
Oh, that's so darling. Do you tell them you already have your own?
If you'd like the fans delivered, please reply with the following information. Okay.
What are you going to do? I mean, I can hear you've got fans going as much as you can, but like, so
I know. I do have a fan on me right now. If you hear my little like remote clicking, it's just mind your business. Obviously, this won't stand. I am fighting with the company. Like, first of all, like them just being like, oh, by the way, we're setting the building on fire. I hope this isn't inconvenient. Like, where's my discount, first of all, on my rent? Obviously, I can't be here.
But like, why can't you fix it till the end of the year? Like, what about
Like,
next
what
week?
happens in 2026?
What about next week or the week after?
So I'm now starting to make plans. I will not stay here. Like, this is not.
Okay,
But I just
so
built this whole studio. So
like-
here's what I'm thinking. I need to get to the end of the year.
okay,
I'm going to be spending time with you, obviously. I'm going to have to go down to Florida
love that for us.
to support my sister.
I love that. You're always welcome. I mean, you're always welcome in my home. If this was you, like saying you want to come live with me and Ruby be my ward. I would
No,
love
but
that.
I will be like spending time down in Florida, so I can use your studio. I can use a podcast studio down there. It is also your maternity leave, which we haven't really spoken about, but Jackie's taking time off from the show, but the show is not on hiatus again. We wouldn't do that to you twice in 1 year. So I will be like recording episodes with people. So I can do that at different studios in New York. Maybe I'll like travel abroad, you know, do it like
Maybe
an LA
take
week.
a sabbatical.
Well,
Turdy
not a
loves
sabbatical.
LA, and we love LA.
Sabbatical means like you're not working.
Maybe take a like a semester abroad.
Yeah, exactly. I cannot stay here. Like this simply won't do.
Okay, Turdy's going abroad.
Yeah, should we do? I actually had a dream I went to Florence. Firenze.
What guess would you get?
Fedez. And Chiara.
Chiara, Team Chiara.
Team Chiara.
Well, that's a bummer. I'm sorry.
No. And I just got this place like really, truly decked out, set up. I hung all my artwork. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Wow. Didn't see that for Q4. No frames. Frameless. Well, I'll be here with my frames. So
Everyone's going to be devastated. No frames. We haven't talked about the frames in a while.
They never stood a chance.
Today's show is Pargelicious. Let me tell you why. We've got Dancing with the
Definitious.
Stars. We've got Dancing with the Stars recap.
Yeah.
And that's why it's Pargelicious. That's the only reason. I'm a woman possessed. I'm obsessed with Dancing with the Stars.
No, but also it's a Thursday that feels like a Monday, and actually a lot of stuff happened in the few days that we're off. So like we have Pargy stories, a lot to talk about.
Also, we have
for
a
like
story that's kind of meta.
we do. There's a story about us.
It kind of involves us.
Yeah, it does. Even if it didn't, I would have chosen it because it's a story. But like it just. So I hope that you guys can appreciate our take, even though we will have to, of course, not be biased because we are involved. But I hope you guys could still enjoy it. And we're also, it's going to be a Pargelicious episode because we're trying to be really nice.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, so we're trying to be really nice.
So far. I don't remember saying anything.
We only diss the UN, and that's what God would want.
Yeah, 1,000%.
You look beautiful today in the spirit of being nice. You really do. I'm not just saying that because I want to get into heaven.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
You're looking like really like basketball. You know, those women who look like they swallowed a basketball, they don't even look pregnant from the back.
Oh wow, thank you. No, this is like my new state of being. Like everywhere I sit, it looks like I'm on a peanut ball, like bouncing up and down.
Legs spread.
Yeah, just doing what I have to do.
Listen, you do you. And of course, it goes without saying, if you ever need like a day off, take it. I feel like I didn't like take any days off, like especially towards the end of my pregnancy. Like that was I took one day off when I had a really bad headache. Like we're so crazy. We're such hard workers.
We are so crazy and we are hard workers. And it's like, I just appreciate the job so much. And it's like, even if I'm not like feeling my absolute best, it's like, come on, let's go. You could do
100%.
You've got
you
this.
can do it.
You've got this,
you have
mama.
got this.
You've got this,
yes, mama.
But I don't. I feel well today. We recorded a Patreon yesterday, so we actually haven't been like totally off. We can never actually stop working. We just can't turn off.
The hustle never sleeps.
We recorded a Patreon yesterday, Wedding Q&As Part 2, and this one got like extra personal. The first one was more about like weddings in general. This was like about our weddings, our engagements, and we wound up, of course, it became tag, Toast at a Glance.
We ended up doing quite possibly the scariest thing on the planet. Of course, we were talking about weddings, and we just ended up talking about our cancellation because all roads in life lead back to the time we truly got canceled in 2018.
The question, it wasn't even us being us. Like the question was
true.
Wanted to know the story of our engagements, and I happened to get engaged on the day that we got canceled. So we were like in our camera rolls from that day.
So yeah, we were like, what if I haven't done this ever, like went back to the day we got canceled in our camera rolls and like saw what was happening. Ooh, it wasn't even, and then we ended up going like 4 or 5 days later, and it actually gets worse as we go. I had like emails screenshotted that I was sharing with, oh my God, it was such a funny episode. It was a great episode if you're like in your bridal era.
But it took a dark turn at the end.
As most things do, honestly.
Yeah, but we were talking about what our wedding songs were. That was one of the questions, like what was your first dance song? And we were talking about your wedding song, which is Yours by Russell Dickerson. And I wanted to tell you, I had it in my head yesterday. And so I was like singing it at bedtime to like Charlie and stuff. And you should really sing it to Rue and really make it a part of your life. It's a beautiful song because it also applies to baby. I came to life when I first kissed you. The best me has his arms around you. You make me better than I was before.
I like that.
Like it's parchalish.
Can I ask you a question? I hate to be like a toxic mama milestone, but like, when did your baby start rolling over?
Well. You're definitely like in the window of starting. I just remember for me, with Harry, I wasn't like really expecting it. I remember I was like watching on the night and I'm like, hey, I think we got to roll. But then with Charlie, I really wanted him to roll because he really liked to sleep on his belly. So I was like waiting for it and it took forever.
But like what month?
I remember we were in Dallas, so it was March, and he was born in August.
Oh, okay, so I'm fine.
That's a long time. No, I was waiting a long time.
Okay, because at the doctor, they were like, is he showing signs? I'm like, signs? I'm like, I thought that was next year. Like, he's so not showing signs. Like,
no, okay, so he's on the Charlie train.
King, and
Charlie.
that's my breech king. Like, he just chills.
He just chills.
He chills hard.
Yeah, and you know what? Most of his chill, like all of it, like 99% of his chillness is like so amazing.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
So because he's not like getting after it on the rolling, you have to focus on the good.
Us sophers, we're not the most athletic bunch. It's okay. So he'll be a scholar.
Why do you want him to roll? Like, what's that going to do? For me, it was like, because then he could sleep on his belly and like he wasn't sleeping well, but Rue sleeps great.
No, nothing. I just don't want him to be missing milestones. Like, I'm just keeping up with what I'm supposed to be keeping up with.
Listen, Rue's going to run his own race.
So true.
Like, Fu will do it on his own time. And I just know him. He's kind of like his mother. If you push him and you tell him what to do, he's going to take longer. Pretend like you don't care. You have to pretend like you don't care. That's like how I have to deal with you. If I want you to do something, I have to pretend like I don't care.
Oh my God. Okay. I didn't know you were handling me like such a mental patient. Okay,
don't watch Downton Abbey. Don't read.
Okay.
You won't like it.
I also forgot to tell you, and then we could dive in because, like, I know we have a busy day, but, like, I just want to tell you, and I'm going to be annoying in secret project, everyone. I'll tell you guys tomorrow, but I'm actually doing something crazy tonight.
Okay, now you have to text me.
Okay, so I'm meeting someone.
Okay, have you told me anything about this?
I think I have, but I can't remember.
She's meeting someone.
And I just want to say, every time I go to text you, I almost text Jack Lifetongue. Like, every single time, Ben's best friend. The amount of information he's almost, and I tell Jackie like sensitive
has
things,
all
like
the tea.
The amount of information he almost always gets.
He wouldn't even know what to do with it. I'm excited. Who are you meeting?
I texted it to you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Exciting.
It is. I'll tell you guys about it tomorrow.
Not what I thought. Like, I don't know what I thought, but cool. We can't wait to hear about it tomorrow. That's always fun.
Yeah, I like to sprinkle a little bit of, sprinkle some seeds, create a little bit of a hype,
Yeah, there's major hype.
I'm kind of a hype beast.
We both are.
100%.
We're actually not, and that's a fault of ours, but we are.
And that's why we'll never be true successes.
It's true, but we are who we are. I'm happy with who I am. Faults and
so
all.
am I. I believe it was the great Kesha who once said, "We are who we are."
Yeah. Well, let's get into the stories because, as we mentioned, we have a lot to discuss. Much
Mention
too good for
it
children.
all. Also good.
What'd you say?
Mention it all.
Also good. Without further ado, here are the Fast 5 stories that you do need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you do need to know are brought to you by Rakuten, the most rewarding way to shop because you can stack cash back on top of sales and deals at your favorite stores. It's super easy to use, and you get your cash back sent to you through PayPal or through your check. So the idea of Rakuten is really simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, that's you, and then Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. So think when you're shopping for fashion, for beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, really anything. Signing up is totally free. It takes a couple of seconds, and 17 million Rakuten members have already saved over $4.6 billion in cash back. So now it's your turn. You can start stacking sales on top of cash back and feel what it's like to know that you're maximizing the savings. And I know what you're thinking, like, this sounds a nice idea, but like the places I shop probably don't participate. Well, if you shop at any of the following places, you would be wrong. Macy's, Ulta, Adidas, Expedia, eBay, CVS, Target, Nike, Bloomingdale's, Instacart, Levi's, Urban Outfitters, Blue Mercury, YSL Beauty, Zappos, Wine.com, Samsung, Lenovo, LG, Sephora, Kiehl's, Turt Cosmetics, Fenty Beauty, Best Buy, Dyson, Plow and Hearth, Chewy, Petco, PetSmart, UGG, Neiman Marcus, Saks Fifth Avenue, Ticketmaster, okay? Download the Rakuten app or go to Rakuten.com to start saving today. That's Rakuten, Rakuten.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by Minky Couture. You know, everybody's prepping for Milan Fashion Week. Jackie and I are as well because we are shopping haute couture at Minky Couture. So Minky Couture is a brand of blankets that is just elevated. Now, I know you're going to say, like, a blanket is a blanket is a blanket. I have a blanket from my childhood, a blanket from, you know, the local, whatever. Well, throw it out. Literally throw it out and buy yourself a Minky Couture blanket. It is the best investment you will ever make. Why is this blanket different from all other blankets? It just is. First of all, it's better looking, like, aesthetically, but it's also the best, most comfortable, squishiest. Like, I can't even explain what it's so good. They're soft and luxurious. It really feels like cuddling with a cloud. They have a huge selection of colors, sizes, and patterns. They are the creator of the original Hugs blanket. It's a stretchy, plush, and double-sided blanket that truly hugs you back. You're really, like, it's unlike any other. I'm sorry, I know I sound like I'm hyping up. You're like, it's a blanket. It's a blanket. It's a lifestyle, you guys. They also are just passionate about giving back. They've donated over 30,000 mini Minkies to NICUs across the country. So they have different sizes. They have infant ones, toddler ones. I use the infant one for Romeo's dog crate. I'm not going to lie. Pargy. It's the best blanket ever. You can also follow them on Instagram. Visit softminkyblankets.com. Use our code TOAST at checkout for 50% off all full price blankets. That's softminkyblankets.com. Our code is TOAST, TOAST. That'll unlock 50% off all full price blankets. That's 50, 50, half. Softminkyblankets.com, code TOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by Nature's Sunshine. When we need to stay locked in, it's extremely tempting to reach for a caffeinated product, maybe your second or third of the day. It's going to make you feel jittery, and it's going to come with an intense crash. Well, Nature's Sunshine Brain Edge combines hand-harvested yerba mate with powerful nootropics to support focus, memory, and cognitive performance without the crash. It's a clean, plant-powered drink mix that you can enjoy hot or cold, so you have a shortcut to help your focus, alertness, and memory anytime. It's going to help enhance focus and clarity, so nootropic botanicals help you concentrate and stay sharp. It supports memory and learning, so it promotes recall and mental stamina with ingredients like bacopa and ginkgo. It delivers smooth, sustained energy. So wild harvested yerba mate provides natural caffeine without the jitters or crash. Yerba mate is a wild harvested by indigenous communities in the South American rainforest. It's a powerful ingredient with a powerful origin as well. It's made by Nature's Sunshine, a trusted brand with over 50 years of experience sourcing the most pure and potent ingredients from nature. Don't fight through the foggy feeling of lethargy. I love the word lethargy. And it's like, sometimes when you're feeling lethargy, it feels lethargy, you know? Mm-hmm. Party lethargy. Ignite your mental performance with Brain Edge. Nature's Sunshine is offering 20% off your first order plus free shipping when you go to naturessunshine.com. Our code is TOAST at checkout. That's code TOAST at naturessunshine.com for 20% off your first order plus free shipping. Today's episode is also brought to you by HelloFresh. Hello.
Fresh.
Fall is here when it comes to cooler nights, heartier meals, and the craving for something warm and satisfying. What HelloFresh is trying to say that I'll explain better, it's chili season, okay? That's where HelloFresh comes in, bringing you comforting, chef-designed recipes with fresh seasonal ingredients right to your door. This season, they've taken things to the next level with their biggest menu refresh yet. So say hello to a whole new way to dinner. They've doubled their menu. You can choose from over 100 options each week, including new seasonal dishes and recipes from around the world. You can dig into bigger portions that will keep everyone satisfied. My two favorite words, bigger portions.
Satisfied.
It's also healthier. You can feel great with an even healthier menu filled with high protein and veggie-packed recipes. They now help you eat greener with new veggie-packed recipes that have 2 or more veggies, and it's so tasty, tastier than ever before. Steak and seafood recipes getting delivered every week for no extra cost. There's 3 times more seafood on the menu now at no extra cost. You can discover new seasonal produce each week, from snap peas to stone fruit to corn on the curb. You know I love corn on the curb, and more. The best way to cook just got better. Go to HelloFresh.com/toast10FM now to get 10 free meals and free items for life. One per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's HelloFresh.com. Our code is TOAST10FM to get 10 free meals and a free item for life.
Thank you for Turt.
I wish that I could have this item for life. For life.
For life. Thank you, Hello Turt. Our first story, the war on free speech is over. Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh. I thought you were saying Dancing with the Stars. I'm like, what did they say on Dancing with the Stars?
4 days later, Jimmy Kimmel is back on the air. His show came back. And I just want to say, I never dunk on everyone, but I literally said this was going to happen.
Well, yeah, I think the reaction from people, whether people were excited that his show, everyone was like, he's canceled. Well, it did say temporary suspension. So people who were excited about that got ahead of themselves, and people who were devastated about it got ahead of themselves too. Because they said, we're just going to take time off to see, the vibes. Some people did not put him back on. So his show was not back 100%. I believe it was back 80%.
Next Air and Sinclair, they're still not airing
Sinclair. Are you okay?
Next Air and Sinclair. They're not airing the show. They're still preempting it and running other programming. So he's not back 100% of the country. But as far as ABC and what they can control in terms of
Disney proper brought him back.
Or not, they brought him back. His show is back. So it was a long and hard 4 days, but free speech wins.
I have a question. Did you see the footage, paparazzi of him leaving his studio and then packing things up? They have to rebuild his whole set. Why were they taking it down? Like I said, it was a suspension. It wasn't a firing.
I don't know. And I saw that he was filmed leaving somewhere, but I didn't watch it. So I don't know what they were doing.
Did you watch his monologue?
I watched what he said when he came back. And in this one, he was emotional, saying that I thought
it was appropriate. I think that he had a lot to say. He became the face of this movement. And I thought, and I know he didn't want to apologize. I think that's what the Hollywood Reporter had said. And that's also why it took 4 days, because I think there was a lot of back and forth on what he was agreeing to say. But all in all, I think he got his point across, which was his message. But also he did say no, it's a terrible tragedy. And you know what? Think about Jimmy Kimmel. Man loves to cry. He's going to cry.
When in doubt, give a tear.
But that was an appropriate time to cry. And I believed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good too, but also he didn't it wasn't a groveling apology. I'm so sorry, bad Jimmy, bad. It was more of a clarification and just sort of.
It wasn't a listen and learn, do better moment.
No, which is interesting, but yeah, I agree. I think he struck the right tone while also he's not going to say something that he doesn't feel.
Which you know what, I do respect. People who just say whatever to get their shows back or to get back in the good graces. If you don't believe it, don't say it.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's been an interesting one. And there's been a lot of comparisons to the way that ABC has handled other things in the last few years. I'm sorry, I can't help but think of Chris Harrison watching this, being
oh my God. I forgot about Chris Harrison.
4 days? It's been 4 years.
What I didn't know was that Jimmy Kimmel got his show because the time slot before it was Jimmy Kimmel was a Bill Maher late night show.
Yeah.
And Bill Maher said something extremely unsavory about 9/11.
Yeah.
Kind of praising. I watched the clip. I understood what he was saying, but at the time I could see being dude, what? He basically said that Americans are cowards in war zones and at least the people who did 9/11 were brave or something really crazy. And he was immediately taken off the air. And that's how Jimmy Kimmel got his show. So yes, it was an interesting couple of days learning about the history of broadcast.
Yeah. Yeah, and he didn't get his show back. And I guess that's how, what do they like to say? How you get them's how you lose them. But that's not what happened here. I'm thinking of Chris Harrison. I'm sorry.
That's an interesting comparison, Chris Harrison.
Yeah, because he said something that was that people were really offended by. He felt.
What did he say again?
It was about Rachel Kirkconnell, and it wasn't even on the show.
Oh, and he was talking to Rachel Lindsay about it, right?
Yeah, in an interview off the show, and they were talking about the Rachel
Entertainment
Kirkconnell
Tonight
photos, the antebellum party, and he was making the argument that oh, by the way, I'm not saying what this could be me.
It's a trap.
Google it.
Yeah. He said something, about a cancellation of one of the contestants, just sort of like playing devil's advocate in her favor.
Yes,
Everyone
yes,
was coming
and, like,
down on her really hard. This picture, she went to like
for giving grace and just looking at
Right.
it through, you know, the lens of a different time. And
he got fired.
he got fired, never to be seen again. And I don't know what he's doing. It's not much. Like it was a destabilizing firing for him.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel's kind of in a pargy spot now, though, because I feel like we can have the conversation about like late night in general, not as it pertains to politics, but like it is this sort of old school format that isn't going to be around forever. It is being replaced. Like Leonardo DiCaprio is doing press for his new movie and he's doing a podcast. Like it really is kind of phasing out. And I feel like if his show does get canceled, which I feel like everyone's at some point is going to get canceled, Jimmy is really like a hero now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I think like he had better ratings on this episode
week
than he did in the last 10 years. Like, because of course everyone wants
All
to
press
see
is good press.
what he has to say. Just like
Right.
it's such a blip on the radar, you know?
Yeah, like from this week to last week, technically now like nothing's changed.
No, he literally had like 3 days off of work.
Honestly, he was celebrating Rosh Hashanah
It was just in time for the holiday.
for the holidays.
So he's back, and then after like this whole saga, I'm just like back to being like, okay, well, like your show's not funny and you're a loser.
Right. Jackie just like hates.
No, I actually I feel like you've always hated him more than I do. I don't, because I feel like you have to watch his stuff more than I do. Like I don't ever see his stuff.
So I only like outside of this, I'm not like making a political statement. Outside of this saga, I always compare him to Jimmy Fallon, right? The Jimmys. And I think Jimmy Fallon is so funny and like such a good host of his show because he'll really do anything for views. And that's like, I imagine NBC really likes him. And I don't know, Jimmy Kimmel's just always, I never watch his show. It's just like, I'm such an NBC girl versus ABC in that sense.
Oh, interesting. Even though everything else is coming up ABC these days.
I know, it's
Hulu,
so true.
Dancing with the Stars, The
So
Bachelorette.
So true.
ABC's kind of having a moment.
They are. And you know what? Every network has their moment. I feel like NBC has Love Island, which is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Every network gets their moment in the sun, if
Their
you will.
flowers. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's back. I told you so. I can say that with my whole chest.
Yeah.
Are you ready for our next story?
Dancing with the Stars?
No, that's going to be fifth and final into
Oh.
a little TV recap. That way we don't
Okay.
have to like end it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
No, this is such great news. Rihanna has given birth, welcoming baby number 3, a baby girl with ASAP Rocky. So Rihanna posted a picture of her and her new daughter, Rocky Irish Mayers, born September 13th, 2025.
Now, they named the baby Rocky. Her husband's name is also Rocky.
R-O-C-K-I.
And what is this giving?
What is it giving?
Come on.
Travis and Courtney?
No. Naming your baby like the same as your husband. When Theo came home and his original name was Moofy.
Oh my God. It's giving Moofy.
If you're new here, when our previous dog Theo came home for the first time, his name was not Theo. It was actually Moofy because Ben and I, we used to, not so much anymore. Actually, Ben still calls me Big Moof, but we used to call each other Moof, Moofan, Moofy. So we thought it was like a cute pet name for our first pet. It got so confusing. We had to change his name after the first week because I'd be like Moof and Ben was like, are you talking to me? Are you talking to the dog? It was so crazy. So I imagine there might be some confusing time ahead for ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
But what's ASAP Rocky's birth name? Like, it's not ASAP.
Right, what do you think she calls him, Daniel?
ASAP Rocky. Yeah, it's Rakeem Athelston Mayers. She definitely is not calling him ASAP around the house. Or she calls him ASAP, not Rocky. But Rakeem.
No, she definitely calls him Rocky. She doesn't call him Rakeem.
Well, I guess Rocky
like
is
me-
short for Rakeem.
I guess it depends because there's some like annoying ass bitches who insist on calling their boyfriends and husbands like their full name.
Like
Benja-
Zachary.
Okay.
Benjamin.
You're literally calling out our sister Olivia. She's always Zachary.
Actually, she does do that, but that's not the first person who came to mind.
That would be like if I was like Benjamin Morgan. Like I hate when people do that. Like they insist on calling, like everybody in the world calls him Ted, right?
Right.
Theodore. I hate people like that. Sorry, Olivia. Sorry.
That's really funny.
Who are you thinking of?
I don't want to put her on blast. She's a private citizen.
Text it to me.
Hold on. You guys don't know her. She's a private citizen. So, like, it wouldn't be interesting to you. But then she would hear it and be like, oh, that's what you think of me?
That's interesting. That's
Yeah.
a really random example.
Yeah, no, it's just like random.
It is a thing people do, and I just find it so annoying.
Yeah. So
Now, if the person has, let me ask you a question. If your boyfriend has like a nickname, right? Like Tank, I don't know why that just came to mind. Like everybody calls him Tank, like even his mother. Then you're allowed to call him
his name.
Daniel.
I
whatever it
agree.
is. But if everybody calls your man Ben and you insist on calling him Benjamin, I have never once in my life called Ben Benjamin.
I have never called my husband Zachary.
Now, I think with Olivia,
I think she like has him in her phone as Zachary. Like I think it's like it's more real for her.
well, I just want to let her know, and I know she listens to the toast because she's a wonderful, supportive sister. Like when you say that, I hate it. Like I love you and I hate it.
Well, Mazel Tov to the Rocky family. Rocky. What's her last
And
name?
I guess they're all going with
Mayers.
R's.
Yeah, because she has Rizza and Riot
That's cute.
and Rocky. Really cute. And Rocky's a cute girl's name.
Well, so actually, again, not to make quite literally everything about myself, when I think of like future children, I do have one name that I really like that also starts with an R. And I do wonder, like, is it confusing? I feel like, did you grow up in a house where like all of you guys had the same first letter of your first name? And if so, did it cause any confusion? Sound off in the comments.
Well, I also feel like Rihanna and Rocky are both R's. So when you have that, you do
Yeah.
it. You go all the way.
But like none of us have the same first.
Letter. And you and
But-
Ben are B and C.
No, I mean,
and so-
growing up all the time when somebody would like shout across the house, Olivia, Claudia, I never knew if they were talking to me or Olivia because the Ia at the end, you only hear like the tail end of someone being like, Olivia. And I was like, are you saying Claudia or Olivia? And you know, you really can't anticipate confusion like that.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I mean, I also had to go through a summer birthday with Olivia and we felt extremely robbed.
You have a lot of things to say to Olivia today.
Yeah, maybe because I was talking to her this morning.
But you didn't get these things off your chest?
No,
I understand.
maybe I'll give her a call
Maybe give her a call after this.
and tell her all the things that she does that I find annoying.
Well, anyways, the news here is that they had a girl. People didn't know what they were going to have. And I was actually
right.
surprised by that. You know, I thought she might go 3-boy. But we're
This is not. When did she do the Super Bowl? This is not the baby that was in the Super Bowl belly.
That was Riot.
The more I think about that, the more she was so insane for that.
I know. So crazy.
And the fact that quite literally anyone at the time like wanted to critique her performance, whether it was like her dancing or her vocals, like seriously drop dead.
Yeah, I remember when like she came out with her belly and like people were like, "Is she pregnant?" I'm like, "You're disgusting." Like you're like, how dare you?
That was also a special time because like she was, right? Like it was so confusing.
It was so good. No, but anyone who like said that, especially around me, I'm like, you guys are so rude. She just had a baby. Like, why are you looking at her belly? Like,
Oh, so okay, that's funny. Well, it reminded me of when Beyonce announced her first pregnancy at the VMAs after singing Love on Top, pardeliciously, might I add. She then opened her blazer, and it's like, well, she didn't really look pregnant, so she touched her belly, and we were like, oh, when you touch the belly, it's a confirmation.
yeah.
Rihanna did not touch her belly.
So when people were like speculating, is she pregnant? I'm like, the woman just gave a performance of a lifetime. Like, of course she's not pregnant. Like, how could you say that?
It would have been really helpful for us if she just touched the belly.
Yeah. No, it was. But then she confirmed it like after the performance. But
After she was like, yeah, obviously I'm pregnant. We're like, oh yeah,
Okay.
obviously.
I just felt really defensive of her.
Of course.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next story? The one that we are involved in. Because Stassi Schroeder has officially turned on Meghan Markle. She said, this is the last straw. So I've been seeing this all over the internet.
So have I. Let me tell you my experience. And I want to say we need to clear up, like, because if I was reading these articles, I would assume that like you and I have beef with Stassi. Like they're really making it so.
They are
so
including us in every article because she mentioned us.
So, and that was the reason why she's turned on Meghan Markle is because of us. So literally someone who works with us sent us this article and it was like at first from like this realityt.com. Like, and I was like, oh my God, Stassi's like kind of being nasty about us on the podcast. I'm like, wait, but we're friends with Stassi, right? I was so like sad. So I'm like, and it was co-hosted with Taylor Strecker. And I'm like, well, Taylor Strecker
I
wouldn't
lost
say anything
two
weird about
friends.
us. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Let me actually not read the clickbait and go listen to Stassi's podcast episode to get the real story. Now, what's being said in the tabloids is a much dramatized version of what Stassi said. Now, to be clear, Stassi did not say anything mean about us. If anything, she's jealous of us. And more has, like, she has beef now with Meghan Markle, and it literally has nothing to do with us.
And also, it illustrates that she's a close listener of The Toast.
Right, so it's like, she's like, I sat down to do my makeup, and I listened to my favorite podcast, The Toast.
Which
and
is
I
an
heard
amazing
something.
podcast hosted by amazing girls.
Listen, it was so not
No, but
even remotely.
let's get to the meat. So this is what she said. She said she's officially done with Meghan Markle. A little backstory is like Stassi has been Meghan Markle's #1 fan, like since Meghan joined the royal family. Like she's left the royal family.
She's been with her through the whole thing.
She's been with her through the whole thing, like always just saying glowing things about her. And so
she went on tour, and like the whole theme of her set was Meghan Markle. They had a big framed picture of her. Like,
yeah, every time Meghan does something, we're like, what would Stassi have to say about this? And she's always like been so positive, given so much grace. And that's
she's kind of like the leading public figure fan.
So Meghan has done some PR gifts since she's launched her show, since she's launched her brand. The first round really went to like close friends and like, you know, Montecito girls.
Yeah.
But then the second round reached the lay people like us. A bunch of influencers got PR. Claudia and I did, which is shocking because we've not been like Stassi. We have questioned her.
Right. We haven't been, I think we've actually been really fair of Meghan. We're not, neither one of us is huge fans or haters of her at all.
Yeah, we just like, we just take the temperature of how we're feeling and we say how we feel. Right. It's not always like the nicest or whatever.
Now, to be clear, I cannot say the same about her husband. Like I am an actual hater.
Yeah, it just depends on the era that we're talking about. Like as we're talking about this era, like I have really nothing bad to say. When I think of like, when I zoom out and try and think of like history at a glance and like the British monarchy and like what Queen Elizabeth went through in her dying days, like I'm mad.
Right.
And that's all come through on the show. So what Stassi said was, she was like, she didn't get PR from this season of
As Ever
with Love, Meghan. And then she saw that Claudia and I did. And Claudia and I, as she said, we've talked shit about Meghan in the past. We haven't just been like diehard fans. Whereas Stassi has been a diehard fan. She said, I literally have defended her when no one else did. I have filmed videos about it. I've commented on all the things. I literally had my fucking PR reach out. And this...
She asked for PR. She asked to be included on the next round. And they said no.
So she's officially done. She said Meghan cares like more about what her haters think of her than her fans. If she's trying to like court people who like don't love her, and she's not tending to those who do.
And you know what? Then it also reminded me of her sending that handwritten note to Not Skinny But Not Fat. When Not Skinny was being like snarky. It wasn't being like actually, you know, protective of Meghan. And you know what's Stassi's right. Like she does care a lot about like what critics say, not just like, I feel like everyone, when they get famous, cares about like proving their critics wrong and yada, yada. And then eventually like all you end up caring about is your fans. And like you just want to feed your fans and nourish that relationship. And Meghan is still very much like in her proving everyone wrong era.
Yeah.
And I also think that Meghan doesn't want to, you know, actually, well, we have been canceled. So I feel like Meghan maybe would have been like staying away from Stassi because like she was canceled, but no, we have.
Who hasn't been?
Literally. If we're only like sending PR to people who haven't been canceled, then you're sending it to people with 3 followers. Like, for real.
Yeah.
You show me a celebrity who hasn't had a cancellation and I'll show you something that's been buried, okay?
Stassi's theory is that like Meghan is stuck in 2017 and just like associates Stassi with like being a lowly reality star, and that's not who she's sending her kids to.
I guess.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know, because when I hear something like this, I'm like, well, maybe Stassi's just not on her team's radar, but like, how is that possible? Then you have a bad team.
Maybe Meghan like watched Vanderpump Rules at the time, and like maybe she was Team Faith, you know? Like maybe she was not a Stassi fan. Maybe she was a Sheena Shea.
Team Sheena is what you're saying.
Maybe she was a Sheena Shea-nator.
Meghan. With love, Meghan.
And can I tell you, Ben ate the entire jar of the As Ever apricot jam. He said it was incredible.
Not to rub it in Stassi's face. When he posted that.
So Ben took a picture of this.
Oh my God.
I put the As Ever jam in my fridge.
As if it was just a jam from the store.
Right. And I wasn't planning on eating it because I don't like apricot. No shade to Meghan. I'm more of like a raspberry girl. But I figured like someone in my house would eat it. Lo and behold, I see Ben posting on Instagram a picture of the jar being like, I just found this in my fridge. It's delicious. I'm like, you just found this in your fridge. You know how lucky you are to be eating? There are a million girls that would kill for that jar of jam.
A million girls would kill to be gifted that jar
I said,
of jam.
Ben, that's like $1 million jar of jam. He said, it's incredible. He ate the entire thing. It's gone.
That's hysterical. I haven't tried my jam yet, but those shortbread cookies are looking me in the face. Every day I want to make them, but it's just never the right time.
So not to rub it into Saucy, but like the jam also was really good.
Yeah. Interesting. I can't believe Saucy's really moving on from her. But I guess that's what you have to do after you like been snubbed so many times. Like,
I feel like you're kind of getting to that place with...
You know what's funny is I that's my association too. When I think of this story, I think of someone who like but I'm not getting. But the thing is, I just love her. I love everything she does. It's not like I ever defend her when I think she doesn't deserve it. And so like,
but the thing is, like, she doesn't do anything wrong. She doesn't need defending.
If I sever from her, I'm only hurting myself.
It's true.
No,
and the thing is,
I'll say who it is. I'll say who it is to just give context. Kelly Clarkson, because she like does a lot of podcasts and she does a lot of press. She's
not a lot, but she does press.
She's out and about a lot, and she's like never come on the toast, like never reached out, never sent us anything if she was ever doing anything.
We have formally pitched.
Yeah, we have actually tried, and we don't even do that a lot. But I'm just a fan of hers. Not anything reciprocal. I don't need anything like from her on a personal level. I just want to be what if I can stop listening to her music? That only hurts me. She doesn't give a fuck.
So true. Why should you suffer?
Yeah.
Kelly, we would love to have you.
Oh yeah. But I mean,
obviously not now. Like
we might have just ruined it, especially because like even when we were saying only good things, she didn't come on. Even though I still haven't said anything bad. I love her.
No. You didn't say anything bad. You're saying like you want it.
Yeah. But the fact that I don't get it like doesn't change how I feel about her as a fan of hers.
So it's an even bigger endorsement, honestly.
But like there's literally like she's the least problematic woman on earth.
I know. So it's like well, I defended Kelly Clarkson from what?
And like it's not unpopular to defend her, but like if Stassi like always was
actually, what did I just say? Ask me somebody who hasn't been canceled and I'll show you someone with 3 followers. That's actually, Kelly Clarkson is the exception to that rule. I can't think of one scandal she's ever had.
She's not had scandals, but she's like been through a lot on the industry side.
Ups and downs, like yes.
Bad record labels, in bad deals, putting out music that she didn't feel strongly about. Like she's had different issues.
Yes, but not like, public facing scandal. She never tweets.
Right. But like Stassi defended Meghan when it was like unpopular too and like took a lot of hits for it. Like that, it's not the same.
In the face of adversity, like Stassi was there.
I defended Kelly Clarkson when no one else did.
Okay. Like defended her against what? Nothing.
But what I will say is I was a fan of hers before everyone.
Any of these bitches. It's so true. Before Kellyoke, before Kelly Clarkson show, like in the lulls,
I was
she's
there.
At a place in her career where she will not experience another lull ever again. She's kind of reached a level of like icon status. But in order to get there, she did experience like peaks and valleys. And no matter what, Jackie was always there.
In the lulls, I was there. But I didn't do it for anything in return. Like that's where I wanted to be. Mm-hmm. That's all I'll say. We'll leave it at that. I'm sorry, Stassi, that don't meet your heroes. Don't ask for PR.
Yeah. I'm sorry that it hurt you, but I'm not sorry I received the PR.
But it is curious, and I really don't know why. It's definitely an oversight by her team because Stassi's been so good to her. Stassi is so popular in a real way, like real engagement, fans,
and I think
listeners.
Stassi has like evolved past significantly, like her big, crash out of 2020. That like I really don't think it has to do with that, or maybe it does. Like maybe Meghan's just like scared, but like everyone.
Yeah, 3 best-selling books. Like she's like
world tour, Fendi fashion show. Please,
mistake. Big mistake.
Huge. I love your mistake, Meghan.
Our 4th story is actually some interesting.
Oh wait,
sorry. We're not ready for some interesting news that provides clarity on what's been going on.
No, because this is the interesting news that provides clarity about what's been going on. That's brought to you by Built Rewards.
Oh, phew.
By now, you've probably heard of Built, where you can earn points on your monthly rent payment. But did you know they also make it possible for you to get more outside of your home, too? So if you're paying rent every month with nothing in return, let us introduce you to Built, the rewards program designed for renters who want to earn something for their largest monthly expense. Let me explain. By paying rent through Built, you're going to earn flexible points that can be redeemed towards hundreds of hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. But it doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurants, you can earn additional points, you can get VIP treatment at certain fitness studios, enjoy exclusive experience just for Built members every month. They're turning a monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. Your rent is finally working for you. I'm a big renter. I love renting. I think there's so many great, wonderful things about it. Except the whole part where it feels like you're lighting money on fire and getting nothing in return. And if you're in the points game, which you know I'm like a big points girl, you know how valuable it can be. And so now to be able to get points on your rent, your biggest monthly expense, it's really huge. So earn points on rent and around your neighborhood wherever you call home by going to joinbuilt.com/toast. That's joinbilt.com/toast. Make sure you use that link so they know that we sent you. Joinbuilt.com/toast. Today's episode is also brought to you by Nutrafol, the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. So you've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, that actually works. Well, we thought that too until we found Nutrafol. They are not like the others, not like other supplements. Nutrafol is a physician-formulated, clinically tested product that dermatologists recommended. So if you've dealt with hair issues, you know how desperate it can feel and how it's really easy to get caught up in clickbaity type of products. Well, Nutrafol really works. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body because Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified. So it's the gold standard in third-party certifications for supplements. Many supplements rely solely on ingredient studies, but Nutrafol clinically tests their final formulations to ensure efficacy. They use a variety of hair measurement tools like hair count, pull test, so they can assess, grow, quality, shedding, and texture. So adding Nutrafol into your daily routine is super simple. You purchase online, there's no prescription required, and then automated deliveries and free shipping keep you on track. So see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter promo code THETOAST. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, Nutrafol.com, promo code THETOAST. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code THETOAST, THETOAST. Today's episode is also brought to you by Prolon. Who doesn't love going out with friends? But all that eating and drinking definitely takes a toll, and sometimes your body needs a reset. Prolon's 5-day fasting mimicking diet delivers. Now they've upped their game with Next Gen, packing the same science-backed benefits into a cleaner, more convenient, and tastier format, supporting fat-focused weight loss while protecting lean muscle, and it doesn't require an injection. So Prolon is a plant-based nutrition program featuring soups, snacks, and beverages designed to nourish your body while keeping it in a state of fasting, triggering cellular rejuvenation and renewal. Developed over decades at USC's Longevity Institute and backed by top U.S. medical centers, Prolon has been shown to support biological age reduction, metabolic health, skin appearance, fat loss, and energy. Next Gen builds on the original Prolon with 100% organic soups and teas and richer taste and ready-to-eat meals. For a limited time, Prolon is offering the Toasters 15% off site-wide, plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe to their 5-day program. Visit prolonlife.com/toast. That's PROLONLIFE.com/toast to claim your 15% discount and your bonus gift. Prolon Next Gen incorporates a subtly updated meal plan and formulations while maintaining the same science-backed core technology as the original Prolon 5-day program. So visit prolonlife.com/toast to claim that 15% discount and your bonus gift, prolonlife.com/toast. Today's episode is also brought to you by Rhoback. They've just launched something new, and it's one of those drops that make you just clear out your entire closet and start over. It's the Vista collection. It's their first crack ever at leggings. They didn't miss. The leggings that they dropped are super soft. They make you, that thin, buttery feeling makes you feel like you're not wearing pants? Well, you are. They're high-waisted, supportive, but not compressing, and somehow hit the rare balance between structured and flexible. Most leggings can slide down. They can cut you off in weird places. They can give you that drop crotch, which I hate. Well, these don't. They really just work, and they come in 3 different core colors: black, flag blue, which is like a purpley blue color, and a really nice soft green that's perfect for this time of year. The best part is that they dropped a couple of matching items to the leggings, so matching bra tops, layering pieces to go with them, so really giving you that full look that you can look really put together, but you got dressed in 10 seconds. So whether you're working out, running errands, hopping on a flight, or just having a low-key day, this is the outfit that covers all the bases without looking like you didn't try. We've both been wearing them nonstop at home, at the studio, walking dogs, etc., etc. If you're looking for a fall reset, something that's functional, flattering, and easy, check out the Vista collection from Roback. It's one of those pieces that quietly becomes your favorite. And our code TOAST at roback.com will offer a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week. Roback is spelled RHOBACK. Our code is TOAST, TOAST. It's going to get you a generous 20% off your first order through the end of this week, only when you go to roback.com and use our code TOAST, TOAST.
Thank you, TURT.
You're welcome.
Our fourth story, a little news that's going to maybe provide some clarity as to why Taylor Swift has been relatively MIA in the lead up to her new album and the football season. Taylor Swift has a stalker, of course. All celebrities do.
She has many, but this is like one of her like kind of like famous ones.
One of her famous ones. She has just gotten some good news. She's been granted a restraining order against the man that she says routinely shows up at her LA home and claims that she had his baby. According to court documents submitted Monday and obtained by TMZ, a 45-year-old man named Brian Jason Wagner had been ordered to stay at least 100 yards away from Taylor for the next 5 years. He must stay clear of her LA home, work, vehicle, place of work, and he's barred from contacting Swift during this time. So I think she's been dealing with, and I also saw something else like about her stalker. I think she's having like major stalker issues at the moment.
So what I had heard was that like this OG like number one stalker has now gone missing.
That's what
like
I can't remember where I read that.
Don't know where he is, and obviously that's making her like really anxious, and that's why she was behind that seemingly bulletproof screen. That's why she's not been doing a lot of promo. Maybe that's why she's doing the UK talk show, because she does need to promote this album, and maybe she feels more comfortable doing it publicly in a different country. I don't know if he has the means to travel to the UK,
or if he goes on a plane, like he will surface. You know, his name will surface. Right.
Oh, maybe it's like a entrapment.
Ooh, sorry, didn't want to spoil it for them. Hopefully, he doesn't listen.
Not us cracking the code. And this is something she deals with a lot. And I know she has like a ton of security, but it's so scary. And it must feel better like lying next to this big hunky man at night than like Maddie Healy, you know? Like who is Maddie Healy protecting her from?
1,000%. He also somehow was able to change his address on his driver's license to her house.
What is wrong? This is so DMV.
And
like,
she
my
also
God. He
claimed that he tried diverting mail from her house and sent her lengthy digital communications using threatening language. He didn't show up to...
How is he sending her digital communications? Because I've been trying to get a note to her for a while.
Right. Well, I guess you have to be an actual stalker.
Like a freak sociopath.
He didn't show up to Tuesday's hearing. And yeah, I guess that
and
also...
It's like great. It's great that she had a restraining order, but like crazy people don't care about a piece of paper.
Right. And if he's
it really like it does not protect you unless that a restraining order like comes with a gun. Like who is that stopping?
Yeah, well, he's not. With the restraining order, he's not allowed to own firearms, ammunition, and body armor during this time, and must surrender any that he does have to the police. But if they can't find him,
I just don't feel like that's stopping
I don't know
a crazy
if he's
person.
like listening. Yeah,
right. Oh, the law said that I can't buy a gun. Like I don't see this stopping him, especially because this is like a 10-year pursuit, and he's obviously mentally ill.
Yeah. So I think this would explain a lot as to the mystery surrounding Lurd in the last few weeks.
Yes.
Given that the football season has kicked off and
she has a new album. Right, which would be high time for her to be like doing her swirly appearances at the football games, because that always garners media attention, rising tides for the album. She's probably freaking. That's like such a terrible feeling.
Yeah, and did you see the thing about the Justin Baldoni? Someone came to like serve them at Travis's house.
Yes.
And like the server was really committed to getting the paper sent and like jumped the fence. He got arrested. Like they didn't know that.
How stupid is he?
Stupid idiot. He could like, I guess if it was a...
How do you serve someone like so protected, right?
Yeah. That's why we see it happen in public a lot when they're like doing a public appearance, but she hasn't been in public. So then he went to the house. And
maybe that's why she hasn't been in public, so she doesn't get served.
Yeah. I think there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
And especially if she's on high alert because of the stalker and then someone jumps the fence.
Crazy person. I also like... for a while, really did not believe that her and Blake Lively had ended their friendship, because it's so inconceivable, right? This was like a bulletproof friendship. And I do need to update everyone. Like, okay, I feel like maybe they're not friends anymore.
Yeah, and that she's like
Even though a lot of the headlines about her involvement are heavily exaggerated. And like when you read, it's like, yes, she offered up a subpoena. No, she didn't. She's like, they subpoenaed her. They had said that like she offered all of their text messages. Like, no, she didn't.
I think Scott did.
Scott definitely got involved.
Yeah.
So, okay,
He was
everyone, you got me. I do think they're not friends anymore.
My daughter's name out your mouth. I'll give you what you want.
That's seriously so crazy.
Yeah. No, it's such a messy situation. They're definitely not friends. She's not Team Baldoni.
Right.
And she's not Team Blake. She's not Team Blake, but she's not Team Baldoni.
What did Blake do? Because I think a lot of people think that like Blake's behavior in this saga is what caused Taylor and their friendship to not, which I do not think. I don't think Taylor would like lose a friendship of so many years over like what everyone is saying went down on a movie set that had nothing to do with Taylor. I think that something happened involving Taylor.
Yes.
To get her to get to that place.
The limited information that we have, and I think it would have something to do with the fact that like Blake almost like blackmailed Taylor into publicly taking her side and like tried to involve her and went about it badly.
Do you think that like her, Khaleesi dragon eggs, like basically Blake Lively threatening Justin Baldoni with Taylor Swift also bothered Taylor?
Definitely bad taste, not friendship ending, godmother ending.
Right.
But I think like Blake and Ryan like might have went to Taylor and been like, hey, can you come like support us? And
help
then
us.
Taylor was probably like, no. And then they got nasty about it. That's what I think. If I'm just like thinking of how humans might behave.
Yeah. Damn.
Are you ready for our fifth and final story that you've been ready for all show? Dancing with the Stars recap. 2 stars went home. One star has a hamstring tear.
Oh my God, that picture of Danielle Frankel's leg. I was shook. Not it happening from the massage.
Not the bridal dress.
Not the masseuse watching it being like, oh, my bad.
That picture hurt me.
Physically.
Yeah, and then watching her dance.
She crushed it.
Knowing that was what was happening hurt more. And then she did a cartwheel for absolutely no reason, only to hurt her leg. She didn't get another point. It's not even like they do like 6.9.
Right, like gymnastics, like you get a lift and you get an extra.
She wasn't going to go from a 7 to a 6 if she didn't do the cartwheel. So to strain her hamstring, which is a cartwheel is very hamstring heavy. To do that for what? It hurt me. I felt pain.
So let's talk about the eliminations really quickly. It was like a little bit of a letdown.
I want to say the show is a clusterfuck. Coming in as an outsider watching your guys' show, the voting process is absurd. Me texting Alex 10 times is a complete waste of my time and energy.
And am I correct? And I know we've talked a lot about the voting system, so I'm sorry if I'm being repetitive. So on your phone, you vote Alex 10 times. Then you can also go Baron 10 times.
You could vote for every single cast member 10 times.
So when Carlton is like, we've just surpassed last week's amount of votes, that's not really a flex.
No, nothing about it is a flex. Even if
because
you told
if
me
there's
you
12
got
contestants and I can vote 10 times, technically in one episode, I can personally vote 120 times from each device. So if I have a tablet, a computer, and a phone, that's 360 votes.
Yeah. Even if they told me they told me they got 1 billion votes, I would not give a shit.
It's not a sleigh.
It's not a sleigh. They're definitely like getting kickbacks from Verizon and AT&T for every text that is sent, and like we're paying for it. I got to look at my phone bill to make sure I'm not getting charged for these green texts I'm sending. I'm roaming. All of a sudden, I'm roaming to vote for Alex. Okay, like it's preposterous. I'm not voting anymore. So like,
me neither. It's a fraud.
Yeah, it's so, I feel so stupid when I do it. Alex.
Yeah, literally me last week. Elaine. I thought Elaine Hendricks was so good. And you know what? I don't vote for a million people. In my own weird way, I'm making a choice.
Like I would
And last week I voted for Alex Earl because she blew me away the most in terms of what I thought she was going to deliver and what she delivered. This week, I voted for Elaine. I thought she was insanely good. She reminded me that she's played a cheerleader not once but twice on TV.
Evian.
From
Superstar.
Mary Catherine Gallagher, Superstar. And I like to think of, first of all, I had to look up so many people's age. Danielle Fishel is 44. She looks 17. It's insane. She's like eternally young. And her arms, like she had like teenager arms. I was shook. And then Elaine Hendricks, who's in her 50s, absolutely crushing Oh Mickey, You're So Fine in the Jive. She deserved my votes. I'm sorry. Not everyone gets my vote.
No, so the voting I'm done with. You guys want to explain to me how it works? You get to give them like your own score, 7 out of 10. Like you get 10. I don't give a shit.
Oh.
No, Claudia, it still doesn't.
Oh, wait.
No,
it's still stupid. Beyond. That makes it better. Got it. So people use it as their own voting system.
so stupid. And then the fact.
Oh, that like what? That's like not made clear.
The fact that the elimination happens at the end of the episode so quickly. The last person who dances gets the least amount of votes, of course.
Oh my God, Steve Irwin getting 30 seconds. Oh no,
Pentatonics.
Well, here's the thing.
Got 30 seconds.
Pentatonics is next to go home.
Yeah, he is, but like at least give him a shot. Like it's just not fair. So then he has literally 30 seconds to get his votes in. Then they rapidly eliminate people. And what's also makes no sense about the show is why are all the contestants doing different dances every week? Like why don't we have Jive Week and I can assess the jives?
Oh, that's
Tango Week, assess the tangos. Why is the theme the music? Like I'm so perplexed by this show. It is the messiest show on earth.
That's a really good call. I like that too. And yeah, because you know what? Voting, and now I understand why everybody's scores are so different because some dances are easier than others. Like the jive is fun. It's not that technical. The tango, so boring. And I think way more technical.
Yeah, and we should be assessing everyone's tango together. We don't get to see someone's jive and say, oh, that looked amazing. And then someone has a boring ass tango. And when do they decide and why that they're going to do these dances this week? They don't give us enough information. Like, do they know they have to do every dance and they try and do some of the harder ones in the beginning? Like, do the producers say like, hey, Alex and Elaine, you're doing the jive? Like,
I think they get told what they have to do that week.
I'm so confused. And it really is so crazy how your partner is such an advantage. And in the show is as much about the partners as it is about the stars. And I think that's really good for the show because that way you don't have to care who the stars are every year. Like you're here for the partners. But like the partners can be such a value add. And she's doing an amazing job. But Jen
Affleck?
Oh, well, she's so been robbed by having a rookie.
Agreed. He stinks.
He got critiqued.
Yeah, he stinks.
Claudia, he got like... The judges had a critique for him about something.
Who were you about to say?
I was about to say Alex's partner, Val, isn't giving her, like, they're pretty good, the settings, like the circus and the dances and even the...
And by the way, whatever you're about to say, like the Dewitist community is going to come at you for. He's like beloved.
She's not getting like the best setups. What did they dance to this week? What was the theme?
Remember. The theme was One Hit Wonders.
Jive.
Mambo number 5.
Yeah, and it started with him talking. I'm like... Get out of here. Where's my girl? Like,
so,
I just feel like she's not getting the pargiest setups, whereas Whitney Carson does the pargiest setups. I loved Elaine's Hey Mickey. Like,
loved.
Could you imagine if Alex did that?
And whose partner is doing an amazing job is Whitney's part, Mark Ballas. Apparently he's like the best one. He has like the most wins. He's crushing it for her. Like he totally gets her.
Yeah, and he has a great mentee
model. Yeah. Okay, let's go through each one in order.
Okay. I don't have the exact order, but I have all the names. So
okay.
Hilaria.
She's really good. I also did not know she had a background in ballroom dance. Like it's giving not fair. I don't know why they put her in the bottom 3, even though it wasn't in any particular order. But it was so obvious because she's with these 2 geriatrics. Like, obviously, Hilaria's not going home.
No, but I think for 1 second they got nervous because Gleb is like so hated right now. And she's obviously controversial. And I think for 1 second they thought maybe like the voting.
The public opinion. And so
I hope that he made a little duty in his pants. And...
Totally. Did you see? I just started following this. I love this account. It's called Pop Culture Data. And they do... a lot of different data, but they said week 1 of Dancing with the Stars, here's how many followers everyone got. And it was really interesting to see who got the most. It wasn't like Alex Earl because she has the most, right? But who got the least? He was actually in the negatives. Gleb lost 3,000 followers.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Who was it that got number 1?
Hope you've been loving thy nader.
I have been loving that nader.
Next dancer, Danielle Fishel, who we discussed, powered through with her injury.
Oh, Robert Irwin got the most amount of followers.
I see that.
And then Danielle Fishel, then Whitney Carson, and Dylan Efron. I thought this was really interesting.
Feels right.
Feels right.
Danielle Fishel dance adorable. She's like perfect Dancing with the Stars. Like she's such a star. She'll
learning.
Make it,
like decently
she's
far.
Like good. She can dance. She's getting better. She's
Yes.
taking it seriously. Even in her response to like Julienne's question about like when you hear these criticisms, she's like, I'm here to be a sponge. Like I'm here to learn. Like
I fucking love her.
She's not too proud. She just is like literally textbook perfect Dancing with the Stars person.
She has an amazing attitude. She kind of like has the attitude that we need to adapt for the next 10 days, like joy, light, and positivity.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Alex Earl, her dance, Mambo. She's so great.
She's so great. She is getting better with like each. You could see like her learning the techniques more. She also has really mastered, because I keep thinking how hard it would be to remember the dance, to do the dance, and then not make like a mug the entire time. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. She's like, and like Smiley Joe. And you know what? It's a real skill.
Yeah. Andy Richter, he's
my
Saved by the Bell. He was probably the third he was probably in the bottom 3 if they were going by.
No, I actually don't think he was, because let me tell you, I have seen so many, there are like fan edits of him on TikTok. They're obsessed with him. He made me laugh so
Me
hard.
too.
When he kissed her arm, I cracked up. When they took off his yellow jacket and he was like, oh, he's very funny, I'm telling you. And he is getting better. People really like him. And I don't think that Dancing with the Stars community knew who he was, especially because it's so TikTok-y, Dancing with the Stars, and it's very Gen Z. They love him. I actually vote for him.
I agree. His dances make me laugh. He makes me laugh. I enjoy his presence. I hope that he's getting a lot of votes, because he's going to need the votes, because the scores are, of course, not there. I actually thought his dance this week was like technically worse than last week. He did not do any. He just like walked around and posed. But we need that. Like not everyone needs to like put their whole.
And he has a great partner for him. She totally like gets what his value is like he's funny, and she gives him like a couple of moments in each dance to make us laugh.
It's adorable.
It's adorable. Their TikToks are so funny. I actually just followed her on TikTok. Obsessed.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I hope he doesn't go home next, because, spoiler alert, Corey Feldman went home, and he was bringing me a lot of joy as well.
Okay, but he was bringing like nothing to the dances. Like yeah, while Andy Richter is not technically doing great dances, he's bringing like comedy. He's bringing something. I'm sorry, you like Corey Feldman because like he makes you sad. Like he's not doing anything.
No, it is what it is. This is what happens on Dancing with the Stars. Like,
there was like a piece in Page 6 about how Jenna Johnson is like mad at her partner, and Corey Feldman hates her and she hates Corey Feldman. And then he posted on his Instagram like a farewell post after he got eliminated, being like, I hate that the media has turned me and Jenna against. I love you, Jenna. It's not true.
oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Next, Elaine Hendricks, as we stated, amazing. I love
Crushed.
the energy she brings. She's a really good dancer, and she's had really good, I don't know what to call them, but like, I want to say like setups so far. Like song, set, energy, choreography. Her and her partner's really serving her well, Alan.
Yeah, Alan. He's doing a good job. I completely agree.
Jordan Childs stepped her pussy up this week.
Oh, she did what she was supposed to do week 1. I don't know what happened week 1. Maybe she got nervous. Maybe the dance was bad. She did amazing.
Amazing. She is in this race now. Whereas like
yes,
last week, I'm
1000%.
like, okay, you're not one to watch.
Agreed.
But no, it was a completely different energy this week, and she's one to watch now.
Agreed. She's finalist material.
Dylan Efron, I'm already bored.
Yeah, I feel like he's not doing anything wrong or anything bad, and the dances are fine. Everything's just like fine.
He can move his hips really well.
Yeah, did you see that TikTok that went viral of him like doing that ba 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 da?
I saw a video of him and his partner like shaking their hips to a TikTok dance.
And then that move was in their dance.
And I thought, wow, he could really move his hips.
I don't know, that kind of gave me the ick. I maybe because I didn't watch Trader, so I didn't like have the opportunity to fall in love with him, but like he really does not do it for me.
And the first week I really liked Milkshake. Like I feel like I really got to see his personality. This dance was forgettable. Whatever it was. Robert Irwin, adorable.
Crush. He's
One
like
to watch.
He's there with Whitney. Like leaderboard, just do your thing.
But also like his success has a lot to do with what Whitney's doing for him. Like if he were with someone else, I don't know where he'd be.
I think Whitney Leavitt like would have crushed with any partner, whereas Irwin might not have.
Yeah. Lauren Jareggi, skip,
because I have nothing nice to say about her, and it is that time of year where I'm trying to be nice. But I will say week 1, like she did really good. I was like, damn, I want her to go home. Week 2 was not the same, and I don't think people are responding. Because when I was looking at the pop culture data, she was like one of the last people. She's not getting a lot of followers from it. I don't think that she's getting a lot of votes. Okay. I think she'll be going home soon. with Scott Hoying, which,
yes,
if we could talk about him,
Scott Hoying
has been really shocking to me because he is a performer. He's on stage a lot. He doesn't dance, but I don't know why. I just would have thought that he would be able to move a lot better than he is. He's so stiff. And it's like, I don't know. I just was expecting more from like this musical gay guy.
Yeah. No, he's so like middle of the pack for me.
He's so end of the pack. I think he's probably going home next because when you think of like the low hanging fruit, it's like, well, Andy Richter. Well, everyone's loving Andy
he's bringing
Richter.
something.
Scott really needs to step his pussy up. He's really in danger, I think.
Yeah. Then we have Jen Affleck.
What she's doing is so amazing.
I'm worried about her.
Yeah, Jackie has like a conspiracy theory that she's not doing well.
It's like, I just putting myself in her shoes. Like, she's 8 weeks postpartum with her third child. So she has 2 toddlers. She just moved her family out to LA to do Dancing with the Stars. 8 weeks postpartum. That is literally nothing. So you have a baby on your breast, but also 2 toddlers. That's completely exhausting.
Yeah.
And she's had an incredibly difficult year. Like, she was literally got help,
struggling with her mental health.
Her marriage almost fell apart. Now they're living in LA. Like, it's just doing Dancing with the Stars on its own is like,
it's hard.
Is a completely all encompassing thing. Doing it with 2 kids would be doing it with 3 kids. To have a newborn baby and 2 kids, and you already like weren't in the like strongest state in your marriage and in your mental health. Like, every time I watch her, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, please sit down. Like, take a break.
Yeah.
And she's amazing. And I don't want to like stop women. Like, and I was the first person to be like, this is amazing for women, like postpartum. But it's just, sometimes you need to like just take a break and like take that space. And I feel like she got this opportunity and she would have never turned it down because it's an amazing opportunity. And you can't say that next season it would be there. Like, what if things could change? Secret Lives might not. And they might go for someone else in the cast who had a big season. Like, this was her time. How do you say no to it? But thinking of myself with 2 kids and 8 weeks postpartum going on Dancing with the Stars, which is like a full-time job, living in a training all day, I am stressed out for her.
Me too. And I'm sad for her because her partner sucks.
Yeah. And she's not getting like the best of, and she's also a really good dancer. So she's really easy to work with.
He's not like molding her. Like, I think if she had a different partner, she would be just dancing so differently.
It's not fair that they put her with a first time because of everything. Like, she has like so much going on. She doesn't also need to like watch this person get trained up. Like, she should have a seasoned expert.
He should have been with like a Whitney or a Jordan Childs, like somebody who has or Hilaria, honestly, like someone who doesn't need so much technical training.
I agree.
It's not right.
Whitney Leavitt, crushed.
Oh my God, I've watched the dance like 5 times over. Her just like whipping her hair. And this is where the scores make no fucking sense.
The scores are so stupid. I actually can't even pay attention. And why did Derek Huff only get 1 word?
Because like for timing, because it's a live thing.
Does that happen every week or that one person gets 1 word?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like I think when they're trying to like cut time, it's like a thing that they do. And I just want to say I had this thought anytime I've ever watched Dancing with the Stars, which isn't a lot, I fucking hate the judges. They're so desperate for attention. Like they're all just trying to make a moment every time they're giving critique. And then like they move their chairs to get in the background of the camera and like wave while
it's the messiest show on earth.
They are 3 of the biggest losers I've ever met in my entire life. Like so desperate. I can't. It's like painful to watch.
Also, if you don't have enough time for 3 judges to give their assessment on the dance, why not have 2 judges? Because last week it didn't feel rushed. We had 2 judges and it was fine.
People really don't like Carrie Ann. She's always getting booed.
Well, I don't like that either. And I don't even know her. But I'm just saying, like, oh, you don't have time for 3 criticisms? Let's do 2.
Right. Because we're certainly not making this 2-hour show any longer.
And then Barron got sent home as well.
Yeah, that was like, I feel like he didn't need to go home first, but I can't really think of who else. He really did not dazzle.
My husband came in when he was on and he was like, what is he doing here?
He was pretty good. He just like,
I'm like, this is classic. You always have to have a sports legend retired in the
and sometimes Iman Shumpert, he won. Like sometimes they dazzle and sometimes they're just terrible and, you know, get out first. He made me sad because he really wasn't that bad. He definitely wasn't making it past like the 3rd or 4th week. I don't know if he needed to go home first. I can't think of anybody else who would have though.
But I love the eliminations. Like, let's go. This is a big cast. Let's weed them out.
I agree. Like, you stink. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. And it's, you know what, for them, they probably don't hate it. It's a lot of work and like it's a lot of pressure.
It's definitely a relief.
Yeah.
I think the pros really hate getting sent home because you get paid per episode and this is their job. So it's really devastating for them. But I think, yeah, if you're a star, you're like, great, I got the press, everybody watch, I got new followers, and now I get to go home and ice my legs. Like, works for me.
Yeah. You know what? It's not all, it's bittersweet to be sent home. So I'm sure he was like mostly happy that it's over and he did it.
I am mere moments from peeing my pants.
Yeah.
Like, it's so time for me to go.
It's time. So
Thank you so much for listening to the Toast and Monday Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories you need to every Monday to Friday on YouTube. So you're watching us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We're also available as a podcast where podcasts can be found on Spotify. Just goodbye.
Love you. Bye. Leave a message.